The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome, everyone. This is Carlos, your host, and Juan.
Good morning, Carlos. Good morning, members.
All right, let's get started. All right, it's 8:30. Thank you very much for being with us once again. Let's see what the market provides to us. We have here an opportunity where we should look for sell setups. Okay.
Chequé las noticias, cayó en las 8:30.
Yep. Oh, God, okay. See what we got. Our reports today. We got building permits, housing starts at 8:30, which is right now. And we're looking for a sell setup as we speak, as soon as we got everything boiled down into it. It looks like a very nice trendy market, just like yesterday. You notice in the overnight session, it moved about 80 points in one direction. So as you can see, it wasn't actually sideways, it was just trending. So that might provide us with a great opportunity. Pullback of about 50%, I'm guessing. A little bit more than that. 46 ticks. And the smart money is inclined towards the sell side. So we're going to focus only on sell setups when everything is lined up. In the meantime, there's no trade. Okay. All right, so while that happens, let's see if I can bring in the rules of engagement for those who were not yesterday. Take a small note out of here, and there you go. So once again, guys, welcome. And once again, we need to wait until we have everything set and done. So my objective of trading, for the benefit of everybody here, is to know exactly the reason why am I trading. In my case, is for wealth building. All right. And trading is awesome for a living, but it's more of a wealth building aspect of it. Okay. And I'm going to share with you a couple of things that I learned from my money managers mentors. Press number 7 if you might be interested about learning a few nuggets about what I've learned from my recent 2 hedge fund managers. And is a different perspective from trading. So it's something that you might take in consideration. Once again, I'm going to be giving you 100% disclaimer. It is not what you expect from trading. So brace yourself. As the first time that I was taught this, I really got angry with the opportunity not being what I was expecting it. But when my second mentor, which is he is a hedge fund manager as well, explaining the exact same thing as the first one, then I realized that I was in the wrong side. Okay, so I will share that with you. Just remind me, just remind me, okay, while we do this. But to sum it all up, know exactly the reason you're trading. Once again, in my case, is for wealth building and creation. And you must have a specific daily objective, right? For the reason why. If you're looking to make a supplemental income, you need to make sure that you know your numbers. You got to know your numbers. In order for you to know your numbers, You have to create a detailed plan and become an expert in your market so you know exactly how much your market will provide to you. Okay. Always trade. There you go, Aaron. Skiing and beer. That's awesome. Always trade with money you will be able to lose. And I can't stress this enough. I know that trading is awesome. It's an incredible big boys and big girls kind of a video game. That's the way that I see it because it's really addictive. But honestly, in the reality of the world is that you must lose and you must win every single day or every single week. Okay, it's just that you need to identify the opportunities on your favor and make sure, okay, hold on, that you're trading your plan. Well, I'm seeing everything setting itself up.
Yep.
And I think we're good to go short. Pleasing my stop at the pivot high. Can you give me the targets one, please? I got one at 15,961, but just
Yep,
make sure
that's the
that
first one.
it hasn't changed.
That hasn't changed.
Okay, let's see.
Después tengo
Yeah, let's see.
45
Yeah, I got it. I got it right here.
y luego de 36 a 23.
Yeah, I got it. All right. So targets to the downside, guys, we just went short as we speak. Placing my initial stop loss at 60.05. And my first target is 59.61. Next target is 45. 36, and the overall, the real one that I'm looking for is 28 to 24. Okay, we're on a trade. Right, obviously we need to break that low of 71 any moment now. Once again, we're looking for two major opportunity targets on the session, and those are 45, 36, and 24. Remember, if your objective of the day is to go, if your specific daily objective, it's 10, 15, 20, just set aside and move your stop accordingly. All right, just make sure that you're following through your own trading plan and stick with it. We're providing you the opportunity of objectives that the market will provide today. And in this case, once again, we went short at 59.77, placing a stop at 60.07. That's initially for now. We're probably going to lower that any moment now. And I'm waiting for the market to break the prior price action of 71. And we'll lock in some profits. But if they haven't done so, and within the next 30 something seconds, I'll move my stop to the pivot high here of 59.98. All right, here we go. Stick to the rules, stick to your trading strategy. Nothing will go, against you. All right, here we go. We're breaking the low again. And that's 6 ticks already. Boom, there you go. The market has moved. Locked in some profits. If you're looking to lock in some profit, the market gave about 11 ticks. 9 ticks, 8 ticks. If you had your limit at 10, you should be filled by now. If you were looking for 10 ticks, you should have been filled by now. So the targets to the downside are 59.61, 59.45, 36, and 24. Acknowledge. All right. There you go, guys. There you go, Christine. There you go. Yeah, we got King, Monica, David, Mark, Carrie, Shang, Christine, Nikki, team. Everybody awesome. There you go. That's what the plan is all about. That was a quick entry, quick trade. My objective is that first target of 61. GS 10, Jeff 10. I'm gonna move just move the chat in this side. There you go. That way everybody can see it. Hey, ticks already. Market is giving you some opportunity. T 67. You might, I don't know, rejoin or reload. Here we go. We're going for it. 10 points again. 10 points again. It's time to move your stop to the 59.73. Acknowledge. This is a free right now. First level of support, 59.63. It's jumpy. We might get stopped out. Okay. We missed the target. We have missed the target. We don't have an exit signal. We missed the target by what? 2 ticks. Here we go. 10 ticks again. Ten ticks again. 9, 10. Guys, if you're looking to make at least 10 or 9 or 10, the market is pretty much holding and hesitating. I mean, if you're limited on capital, this is a moment for you to take some of your profit. If you're trading multiple contracts, you can take half of your positions and just let the remaining go. Manfred, 12 and out, thanks. Absolutely. Awesome job. Just make sure that you're writing down the next upcoming forecast for the oil today in the early stage session, which is 59.61, 45, 36, and 24. Please acknowledge that you got those numbers, which is one of the most important and valuable things that we provide here on Trading Mission, that I'm pretty sure not many other trade room will provide this to you. So that way, if you have your own criteria of trading, you're free to explore any other opportunities that your personal setups or trading strategy entry provides you. But now you have a blueprint most likely where the market will go. We even have a further downward move of 59.07 and 58.93. Market's taking longer than expected. To be quite honest, we don't have any exit signal, but it's getting very jumpy here. All right, I'm about to get stopped out. Let me move my stop away. Guys, if you're limited on your capital, please leave your stop, locking in some profits. I really appreciate that. Acknowledge. I am moving mine because I'm willing to take a larger risk. Yes or no? Are you clear on that, guys? Yes or no? I'm going to wait until this bar closes. Is everybody clear on the reason I'm moving my stop? Don't move it because I move it. You should be out on profits right now. You should be out on profits right now. Acknowledge. You should be out on profits right now. Close. Yes. Profit. Yes. There you go, Christian. 10, 2, and stop. Awesome. All right. Great job. All right. So I just wanted to give it a time. And let me explain to you the reason I moved my stop. Okay. David 11, 5, 19. Okay. All right. 9. There you go. So here's the reason why. I got a counter here, and I played on the 10-minute bar, and that's something proprietary based on my methodology. And every block of 10 minutes, I can identify price action activity. So the stop that I use is a trailing stop based on the last 10-minute bar, not the actual one. Meaning I have 2 more minutes left on this active bar, right? And that means that I need to place my stop using the prior 10-minute bar. The high of that bar, that's the one that I should be concentrating my efforts in following through. It's more risk, but this is how I trade. Since many of you, not to say obviously more than a big percentage of members, follow every single step that I do, I don't want you to give away or risk based on the way that I risk. Okay? So if when the market provided us with over 10 to 15 ticks of profits, the idea here is to make money and make a profit. Reason why I suggested you move your stop when I mentioned it, so you locked in some profits. Makes sense? Every single one of you must be on profits as we speak right now. Press number 5 if you're close, you're flat in the market and you are in profits, please. Thank you, Eddie, Christine. Thank you. Sheldon, it's $10 per tick if you're trading the full contract. Thank you guys for sharing. I really appreciate the communication, which is awesome. I've been trying to be 100% transparent and at the same time show you and explain to you how I read price action. Okay? So there's no other way for me to explain it than to actually doing it. Okay, here comes the next 10-minute bar. This should provide to me an opportunity of continuing on a downward move. If they don't, then guess what? I need to address the risk accordingly. Meaning, I can use now that 10-minute bar, and look how much I'm risking right now. Can you see it, guys? Yes or no? Can you see it? All right, awesome, TW. So right now I'm using 10-minute bars because it's just, once again, the way that I use it. And so I can give the market a little bit more space in terms of target pricing. And the way that I personally trade, if I didn't get filled on the first target and the market is still suggesting that they're coming down, I can take away the limit and then start going for the next one. And this is something that I pretty much do by gauging price action activity in the markets. On the 10-minute here, I can certainly see how I have a pivot step. This is what we call a pivot step. It's kind of a breakout process. And I notice that actually low is closing out to my first target. So my rough guess is that if they break here, they're going to go for it. So the next upcoming target should be 59.45. I don't know if they're going to bring it or not. Honestly, I have no idea. But that would be something for me to look for. And instead of me placing my limit there, what I'll do is I can just go and move it to the next target and use my stop accordingly. But quite honestly, the 9 o'clock pit open is coming up and I don't feel comfortable with it. All right, so I might probably be inclined to close this trade any moment now. They should continue down. Let's see. Talking about 70, 80. Placing my stop at 80. I'll use 78. There's no entry or continuation. And once again, what worries me is the opening of the pit. All right, I'm going to get out here a break even. Oh, positive. There you go, and I'm closed, no loss. Break even. I don't need to make any risk or anything. I just really wanted to see if they reach that target of 61 or the next target of 45. I managed accordingly. There was no risk. I didn't lose anything. And all right. Peter, I trade July until the 18th. That's as much as I can tell you. And the reason why it has to stay with me. The pit opening, it really affects the market heavily, obviously, because that's how it, that's how it works. All right, I might take a potential next sell setup. The reason that I usually won't take it because the market already provided the profits that we were looking for, which is a minimum of 10. So please, can you share how many of you made 10 or more ticks on this as your objective of the day? Share it. I would really appreciate that. All right, guys, there's no more trades for now. I got a couple questions here that I need to address into the trading, into GoToWebinar. John, you can try lakefront futures if the Ninja broker didn't gave you the opportunity to open up an account. Lakefront futures might. So that's as much as I can go for. John, we don't type the trades. I just take the trades live. All right, so we got here Gabriel 5, Brian 5. Okay, also everybody just in accordance. All right, so let's see if I get another shot here. Thank you for sharing, guys. Okay, I'm waiting for the next opportunity. I don't know. Now, here's the thing. The first trade setup is the purest and pretty much the one that provides the most with higher accuracy. As the day goes into the trading session, every single additional trade provides a little bit more risk. Why? Because, you know, it involves more volatility into the trades, okay? Oh, okay, John, really? I really have no idea why. They should have, because they even have people from Spain. I'll ask if you want me to, but Juan, let me know when you see the correlations, please.
Okay.
We do trade the ES. 74.25 is the upcoming target to the upside. Okay. $74.25 is the upcoming target to the ES, just so you know. I'm not trading it, once again, because volatility into the ES is not as I wanted to. We're testing the waters with it again. We're not ready. I'm not ready to provide it as an opportunity here yet. All right. All right, awesome. I'm going short again. There you go. I shorted a 59.64. And I'm going to try to go. Okay, here we go. 2-3 points. The target has been hit. You can see how the first target that we predicted has been hit as we speak. Hopefully they break and they go for the next upcoming one. All right. As you might have already guessed it, take a look at this. This is an outside or engulfing bearish bar. And I can't use this bar as a stop, obviously, because this is the most new one. So I'm going to use the top of this bar as a stop and manage accordingly. But this is a second setup confirming entry. Let's see and really hope they move along. All right. Let's just put this in here. Once again, on the ES, the next upcoming potential move is 74.25. We'll check that out in a moment. All right, so the target is being hit at 59.61. Everybody acknowledge that it happens, right? The next upcoming move should be 59.45. If we can sustain it, that would be awesome. And we need to make sure that we break the prior low here of 59.57. No, JJ, we don't. The way that we trade is very differently. So, all right, pretty different. Here we go. Market moving along. Potential next upcoming target 59.45. But we need to go through the hurdle of the 59.56. Obviously, if you're trading for, as I mentioned, looking for 10 ticks or so, then you have to make sure that you aim for that, meaning that would be 55. I'm going to mark that in here. The blue line represents at least 10 ticks of movement. And the market just moved 9 ticks. I got this auto stuff going on. It drives me crazy. I keep forgetting. It's jumpy. The opening of the pit is here. Anything can happen. This is it gets pretty wild. The reason that I'm showing you how I place my stop today, whereas getting out at 10 ticks, which is typically what I do, is because it's the second day. Many of you might not sign up with us today, and I want you to see real live how I personally trade the oil based on price action. It involves the fact of understanding the behavior of the market and following through everything in your trading methodology, right? Meaning our strategy is still suggesting that we can hold the trades, and I'm just using the most recent price action activity to sustain my position in a very well place, assuming that the market rejected those levels and there should not go back into them again. Nothing is foolproof, obviously, but it worked out pretty well. So basically, I have targets in place, which is the first one has already been reached at 59.61. The next one is 59.49. What we don't know is when they are going to reach the targets. I just hope I'll do find a way of, hey, by this certain time we should hit it. I have an idea of pretty much from which time to which time I should see some movement. It's just that I don't know how long it will take for them to be reached. But right now, as I mentioned, the oil pit opens up and it's just going to be very crazy, up and down and whatnot. Okay. All right, as far as I'm concerned, they're battling over the opening of the market yesterday of 59.61. Simo, got a bit nervous. I'm out with 28. Happy. Awesome, Simo. Hope to see you as part of our membership. All right, so let's see if I get stopped out or my target's being hit. Now, can everybody be in accordance today? This is a demonstration of how I trade the targets. This is the main idea on the two trades that we provided. Each one of those provided more than 10 ticks, which is what we're aiming for as a mission every single day. Is everybody clear on that? Press number, I don't know, press number 7. If everybody's clear. Yes, Carlos, I get it. On the two trades that we did, the market indeed moved more than 10 ticks, which is a mission that we're looking for. And it actually happens. today it happens for me on both of them. No, I did not took them because I want you to see how I manage the trades in reality based on the targets. Why am I doing that? I'm risking not making profits today in order for me to open up transparency and teach you and show you right off the bat the power of the levels that we provide here. So I'm risking not being able to write down today on our track record that we made 2 trades, 10 points profit each one of those, in order for me to demonstrate you how you can tackle the levels that we provide. Is that clear enough? I think that's cool enough, right? I don't care if I get stopped out and I place a loss today, as long as you acknowledge that indeed before taking a loss, we did 2 positive trades. Is that fair, guys? Thank you. All right, so let's see. Our strategy or methodology suggests that we can hold this trade. So let's see if indeed, check that out, check it out. Here's the checklist. All right, follow my plan to perfection. I got a detailed trade plan and I'm following it. I either get stopped out or my targets are being reached. One of the two is going to happen. Come on, it's obviously. All right. All right, so let's see. The next level down is 59.45. Our strategy or trade plan indicates that we should buy now and for now sustain a trade. My job is to manage the losses or the risk exposure based on the price action so I don't get stopped out. Make sense? All right, here we go. Here's another 10 ticks again on the second trade. Boom, 59.55, 10 trades. Boom, there you go. That's the next level down. Now I'm going on into the 59.45. Will it be reached? Hopefully they do. I don't know. All I know is that as long as they sustain themselves to the downside, that's going to be the next target down. But the real one that I'm looking for is 28 to 24 level over here. Once again, we don't know if it's going to happen or when. It looks like they're going for it. Everything looks positive. And the cool thing is that I noticed they broke the prior low here. So that's awesome. So that means that my next target of 59.45 should be reached. And this is not the typical trade you're going to see on the trade room. As I'm explaining again, today is a special day. I'm willing to take a little bit more of a risk on my side to demonstrate you how the levels works out. Why? Because once you're trading with us for a couple of months, you'll see it. You'll say, oh, wow. All right, Carlos, just give me the targets and I'll take care of the rest. Boom, target has been hit and we have fulfilled our objective of today. How was that, guys? Did you enjoy it? You see how powerful this is? Isn't this awesome? Come on. There you go, and we're done. See? So if the first stop loss that I had was overprotecting my account. You see, the reason that I moved my stop using my own proprietary way of using the stop loss, it was based on protecting my account. Next level down is 59.36. Let's see. They're going for it. Yes. We don't have an exit signal. Juan, do you have an exit signal? I don't have an exit signal. As a matter of fact, I think that the 28 to 23 might be coming up next soon. Who cares? From now on, this is bonus points for me. I mean, if I stay, that's bonus points. Okay. All right. So let's go on with the questions. Hope you enjoy it. The explanation today, guys. And by the way, this is going on the trade record today. Gabriel, thank you. No problem. Thank you. All right, guys. I really hope you can see the good and the bad. We have the bad days as well. I'm not going to lie to you. Come on. Eva's got 2 trades. There you go. Awesome. Awesome stuff. All right. We're continuing on a downward move, and I'm going to feel confident once we reach at 36, which is the zone that I'm looking for any moment now, my strategy or methodology suggests you can hold this trade. We have no issues. All right, manage your stop accordingly, and so on and so forth. Yeah, Christine, yeah, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna tell you exactly why my mentors told me. I'm gonna show you in a moment, okay? All right, awesome. 11, 14, 12, 16, 8, that's awesome. 20, 19, 19, 16, 18. I love these numbers, guys. You guys are awesome. First straight 7, second 12. Ovidu, 12 here. Awesome. I'm not done until my target is hit of 36, and then I feel comfortable. Thank you to Days at Sim Degrade. All right, thank you so much. Faisal 34, there you go. Sheldon, trade full lots, at least $10,000 per contract. That's my suggestion. Less than that is you're gonna be shitting in your foot from time to time. 11, 11, playing 18. Also, we got second trade 19 for Bill. Ron 22 to hit daily objective of 20 tick. Thank you for giving us the second trade. Yes, Ron. Yeah, Ron, that's the point. The reason that I show you how to play the targets are 100% based that you can actually, even if we close the trade room, you already know the blueprint where the market will go. If you have a sound methodology of trading, then you can just hold with it. If you don't have one, we're probably going to be reopening our inner circle soon again. Yep, the inner circle is coming up again. We made some adjustments. It's going to be awesome, and awesome in many aspects of the way. So wait for it. No 67, no, because the main trend is down. You see, we sustain ourselves. Just make sure to understand one thing. If you notice, which I haven't actually talked, I kept myself focused, taking only what? Sell setups. You see it? Sell setups. That's my main focus. All right. Well, the point is the first trade, the two trades that we did provided 10 ticks, right, or plus. That's our main objective, mainly what you're going to see with us, and probably I'm going to close the trade room. But before closing the trade room, I will provide you with levels for you to know where the market most likely will go. Understood? Yes or no? Is everybody understanding the reasoning why I stood today beyond the scope of the two trades and show you live the execution of the targets? Because one thing I notice is that I leave the targets and many people are pretty much left in wondering how do you play the targets. Reason why I just did it today. All right, you must have your own good trading criteria or trade management. My strategy suggests that we can still hold this trade. They're going for they're potentially going for this level down here, which is what I'm hoping for. And that could translate into, let's see, an additional what? 19 to 20 ticks left. As long as I can sustain it, I have no issues. Yeah, let's see. Let's just hold this trade. And typically we try to see this move evolve before 9:15, okay? And it happens. It's 9:14. We already got our profits and targets and we're done. All right. Yeah, some days are not that easy. Some days we really have to work ourselves hard. If we get stopped out or we lost, we settle in and get back into the trade eventually. We give it another shot, 2 or 3 the most. All right, that's awesome, right? So, all right, you guys are ready for what I just said that I was willing to share with you today? all right, about my mentors. Mark, yes, let me come up with it. Give me a second. In the meantime, just keep watching the market here as the next targets are upcoming and everything looks good to hold into it. All right, so let me just explain this in this area, and I'll show you and I'll explain to you a couple of things. Ovidio. Ovidio, yes, exactly. And I'll teach you price action in the process. It's a slow process because you cannot learn it in one day. Ovidio, but yeah, from time to time, just like today, I teach you price action activity, and sometimes I just teach you a couple of small nuggets here and there. All right. All right. Mark, do you see the trade plan here? All right. So once again, let me just go over it pretty quick. So hold on to your questions for a moment. And here's the thing. All right. So very importantly, the reason why you're trading is one of the most important things of the market. Once again, brace yourself because there's some things that you might not like, as I didn't like them. In reality, the idea for trading the markets is to create wealth, not to create an income. That's a problem. And it's one of the main things that you must be clear on. It doesn't mean that we're not be able to pull it off. It means that the real approach into the market, excuse me, should be by building a wealth. Reason why there's a huge amount of hedge funds and like Janus Fund, O'Brien Fund, and all these big huge firms. If obviously I'm not going to insult your intelligence. If you've been trading for a while, but you probably also have positions in a 401k and whatnot. The percentage of returns on the 401k are not based on a daily basis, right? How do you manage those? On a monthly, probably on a yearly basis. Am I right? So that's how a trade, that's how everything actually boils down. Even the big funds, they execute their positions eventually where? On a trading floor. All right? The money doesn't come from thin air. From a winner, there's a loser. So those big funds, right, those 401ks or whatever it is, boils down eventually into one thing at the end, which is a trading pit. All right? So you should be able to clear your mind of understanding that in order for us to make this work, you have to have the mindset of understanding that you must measure your return of investment on a monthly basis at least, not on a daily basis. Make sense? Yes? So that's one of the main aspects of reality that I was taught by my mentors. They said, you will not last. You will never ever last 2 or 3 months. And this is where this comes from. I don't know how many of you have ever heard about the rule of the 90, 90, 90. Anybody has ever heard about this? You can Google it. This is very, very famous into the financial world. Anybody care to press number 2? All right. So the 90-90 rule states as follows. Exactly, Nigel. 90% of traders lose 90% of the capital within 90 days. And this has been already confirmed, which is very worrisome when you start considering, hey, wait, am I getting into a business where 90% of traders lose 90% of their capital within 3 months? And you can Google it. You'll find it. Reason why my mentors suggested, if you put your mindset, right, in a daily perspective, you're not going to last 90 days into the market. This is when everything changed for me. And I say, all right, fine. So I'm not going to focus on a daily perspective of money. All right. I'm not going to focus on money. It was hard, guys. It was hard. I'm going to focus on points. All right. If I focus on points, then that means that, okay, I will have a very powerful objective in place. And that's going to be awesome, right? That's going to be totally awesome, because if I focus, once again, if I focus on points, this is going to provide me with the opportunity of focus on executing my plan. Reason why I became 100% objective in trading. All right. All right. Make sense, guys? So why? Because if you start seeing the wins and losses, you know, when you place a trade, right, that the box comes here and it starts saying how much money you're making or losing in terms of money, this gets into your emotions. Don't do that. Change this into ticks or pips. Just make it that it only plots plus 10, whatever that is. All right. That's the key for you to eliminate the emotions out of the trades and focus only on the objective of the trade. And why do I mean by the objective of the trade is this trade plan that I just laid out to you. The targets are a blueprint that I'm providing you. So you're going to have a detailed trading plan. You must follow the plan by perfection, meaning, all right, I'm going to use the stop loss as they should. My methodology suggested a way for us to understand that we can hold this trade, which we're still in it. And the next thing is I'm going to trade with money that I can afford to lose. Here's the thing. Now, here's the probably part that is not going to like to everybody. We're supposed to be trading for wealth building, not income generation. So be it. I didn't like it, and it's a reality of how it is. But we can work a way around it. So, meaning that while you trade, you must have an income so you can leave your account to be able to expose your account into compounding growth. Everybody understand that, the fact that I just mentioned, right? So meaning, let's just say that we make $2,000 a month per contract. I'm just giving you a rough number out there. Fine. If I need a supplement income, fine. But I will never grow. I will never grow an account if I take the winnings every single month, right? So the way that I started, I kept my job, right? I kept a job while I traded, and at the end of the month, I was profitable. There were months that I wasn't profitable, but if I was profitable, I take 50% of my winnings as an incentive for me to see, hey, yeah, I made something. Here it is, tangible results, but I left 50% on the account so I can leverage it and compound it eventually in a bigger opportunity. Make sense? All right. Does it make sense, right? So if you plan to, here's a suggestion. You trade for a living, or you're here to make a wealth out of it. Is you can take two accounts of $10,000 beginning stages, same methodology, and that account, do this math. That account makes $1,500 only net, clean profit at the end of the month. Not a big deal. All right, small account. Tell me at the end of the year, in December, at the end of the year, if you take the $1,500 every month out of the account, how much money you made at the end of the year, whereas you didn't touch the $1,500, and every $5,000 you added another contract. Do the math. I suggest you to go ahead and do the math and see the end result at the end of the month, at the end of the year. But that's awesome. All right, that's a way that you should be focusing on trading eventually. I'm not saying it's going to happen fast. Some of you are already set. Some of you are already there. Some of you are already trading 40, 50 contracts here, which is awesome. All right, but for those of you who are starting up first, just make sure you're trading with enough capital that you don't need it, and if you lose it, so be it, and it doesn't affect you emotionally, because you were able to afford to lose that capital. If you do that, once you overcome this hurdle, your emotions are eliminated out of the equation, and you become an expert in your market because you focus only on becoming an expert on the market that you're trading. Yes, Gabriel, compounding the account is the secret of success in every trading. The average lifespan in the industry for every hedge fund manager is anywhere from 5 to 8, maybe 10 years, and then they retire, just so you know. All right, they open up and they go on and start trading on their own. But basically, these guys get in, manage billions of dollars, millions of dollars. They get a 2% management capital at the end, annualized, plus a big check bonus and a percentage of typically anywhere from 20 to 50% performance fee at the end of the year as well. So all of those combined, they focus only on what? On a real good return, not how much money they're making on a daily basis or how much money they're making on a monthly basis. They just need to focus at the end of the year how much their performance is, which should be beyond the 7%, just so you know. If they make more than 7% at the end of the year, they are doing stellar. They get a big fat check bonus because they're managing 800 millions, 500 millions, $1 billion. So you do the math. Plus they have a salary, which is a basic salary. Believe it or not, the average salary is about $100,000 a year, $120,000 a year. But the bonus is 2 to 3 times your salary and the performance fee. So this is how that world works. We need to mimic those levels in a smaller time scale. And once again, don't think that you can't do it. All you have to do is sit down and plan to do it. Mark says, Carlos, I was watching your ES and your target was hit, made 2.5. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Boom. You're welcome, Mark. Awesome. Yeah, the targets are, yeah, it's awesome. It's working out. My pleasure, man. My pleasure. All right. So that's sometimes so far, is it making sense for many of you? So basically, the rules of engagement is understanding the risk of trading. We're gonna win some, we're gonna lose some, and if we do, you rebound from the losses by executing the plan again to perfection and keeping yourself to the detailed trade plan that you created so you can fulfill your objective. Make sense? Measure your results on a monthly basis, not on a daily basis. That way your emotions don't get in the way. You shouldn't have any problems on that because you're trading with money that you can afford to lose, right? And if you're having any doubt in taking a trade, don't take it. There's going to be more trades eventually, guys, girls, okay? So don't get emotionally attached into an opportunity. That could be the best mistake you could ever make if you're in doubt of taking a trade. All right, and make sure that you're responsible for every decision that you take. Meaning, if you were in doubt, but you took it anyways and you lost, don't blame anybody. Blame yourself about it. Happens to me a lot of time. And always be positive that everything is going to be perfect as long as you create a detailed trading plan and you follow it to perfection. And every single day, win or loss, create a trade journal. everything went perfect. Why? Well, it went perfect because today we were following the smart money trend to the downside. We waited for the pivot step entry, and we waited for the confirmation execution to manage the trade accordingly and the entry. We follow it to the T to the first target and second, and that's actually the reason it went well. When everything doesn't go well on my side, for instance, in the second trade that I just closed at a break-even point, well, I closed out at a break-even point because I was overprotecting my account, knowing that my stop should be in place on what it was based on the 10-minute chart price action analysis, the reason why I got stopped out, and eventually the market went into the targets that I was just looking for. You see, so that bad trade, not bad trade, that bad decision that I got stopped out, I jotted down on my journal. So now I know into the future, if I got everything lined up, saying that I can still hold this trade, just use the stop what it was. It doesn't matter if the stop is going to be 40, 50, or 60 pips or ticks, as long as I have money that I can afford to lose, but I'm sticking to my trade plan to perfection. Guys, this is it. I just explained to you how I go on and analyze the process. All right, this is how it goes. All right, so things to be and to take away. Just the idea here is to manage the trades as the hedge fund managers, because they are the ones who actually execute their positions into different ways. Either they're position trading or managing their positions, or they're day trading to get into new positions. So basically, hedge fund managers, depending on the volatility in the market, if the volatility is high, they trade like us on a daily basis. They trade finding opportunities and position themselves accordingly. When volatility shifts into the low side, meaning that the market doesn't move, it's just like not volatile, or doesn't have any more opportunities, more kind of a trending kind of thing. The positions that they had before, when the market was in high volatility, they switch into position trading, just managing the positions, which lasts anywhere from possibly three months, maybe 2 to 3 months on average, and then they keep switching back and forth from high volatility strategy to low volatility strategy. That's how they worked out. But at the end, the fund managers also trade their own money into their funds. Reason why we can mimic them closely, because they trade just like the way that I'm teaching you or showing you how we do here. All right, is a reason why. All right, guys, so I hope that clarifies a lot of stuff for you. Thank you very much for being with us. It has been a pleasure. Definitely taking our time and showing you the good, the bad, and the ugly kind of thing. Although in the last 2 days it's been wonderful, if you ask me. And basically, I just really hope that you give us an honest try. There is a 5-week for the price of 4, because we love you guys and we would like to give us a real honest ride. And the reason that we do that is because we understand that, you know, if you get 4 weeks, the first week that you're getting extra is just to get acquainted with the way that we trade. It's more than enough to to get yourself acquainted the way that we trade, the way that we do things. And also, eventually, by the end of the month, you're going to see, whoa, now I see how to play the targets. Awesome. So even when Carlos and Juan close the trade room, now I know where the market is heading, and I can follow up on those targets eventually. All right. All right, guys. So that's it. I know. Let me see. Let me go into the questions here. And really appreciate it, you being here. Just take the opportunity. Where's the link? Do we have the link to sign up? Hope you guys, you're going to receive an email eventually. All right. All right. So Ashish is trading options. That's awesome. Ashish, that depends. But once again, on the trade room, I don't teach. I always sometimes what I do teach is price action. All right. But if you want predictive market, the way how we plot these zones and whatever, that's the course that we call the inner circle. And it's I think we're probably going to open it up soon. Yeah, the GS hit the target again. That's awesome. Look at them go. That's what we call the quickie. Boom. Target is 78.25, the next one up. All right, guys. Tony, how many ticks we made today? I have no idea, Tony. I hit the target. That's as much as I know. Juan, do you know how many ticks we made today?
El primer trade fue break-even, el segundo fue
¿El segundo cuánto dio? Estás
20.
entrecortado.
20 ticks.
Oh, 20 ticks. Okay, thank you. All right. 78.25 is the last target on the ES, just so you know. Aaron made 24. Awesome. Upside targets. I have, hold on. The only one that I had in the morning, it's the one at 60.59. The reason for it was because it was early. So hold on, I'll let you know the new upcoming targets. And as a matter of fact, I have actually a sell setup target, which I'm not going to be taking it, but it's going to be 59.90 to 59.92. All right, Sue. I'm be very inclined to take a sell setup against this zone right there. All right. 67. No, we rarely do have it, but I can certainly, you can talk to Jim and Pete about it, but I think no, we used to do that, and what happened was a lot of people were trying to trick us into a lot of things, so we had a real hard time doing that. 67, so we stopped doing it. All right, so I got my upcoming next, there you go, that's my next upcoming target on the ES. I'm gonna get out here. Let me get out of there, 250. Sorry, I've been taking those quick shots because we got this. Sure. All right, here it comes, the 59.91. If they touch that, that's just what we call the reversal, the first power zone reversal technique. It's rare when it happens, but it's awesome. Okay, Ashish, you talk to Jimmy and Pete. They're certainly gonna be able to show you how to do so. All right, guys, awesome. Thank you for being here. And yeah, this is the opportunity. Just click on the link, and this is a site. Just go all the way down, and you can join here. 5 days. I mean 5 weeks. and you get that extra week. Really hope that, you know, I know there's a lot of options out there. There's a lot of crooks. There's a lot of crap. There's a lot of great trade setups and trade rooms out there. There's a boatload of mix out there. We just try to make the best out of this. We trade very differently that from you know from most of the other traders out there. I mimic my mentors, which is being difficult for me to pull it off, but we did it, where we trade just like the big players, and it's a meaning we're contradictory sometimes. When the market is coming down, we're buyers. When it's coming up, we're sellers. It's just that we added up another layer and wait for the market to confirm it. So we leave on the table a couple of points in exchange of a more secure entry opportunity. And we provide you the potential levels of reversals. They're very powerful, if you already witnessed today. And I think that's basically what it is. Where is the trading? Oh, there is a video. More power. Yeah, you need to log in into go to webinar link that you received. All right, guys, any other questions? That would be awesome. Let's see. Claudio, you got any questions? Faisal, yes, I'm still bearish until we see a full reversal. Right now, we're back into the middle point, so there's no trade. All right, Claudio, you got any questions? Just let me know. $80.75 for the ES. That or that reach right there, $80.75. No, $80.25. Boom, right there. Now they're coming down. Awesome stuff. And no, not at all. 67, not at all. Ronald, I teach. Don't ask if I teach my methodology. I teach a variation of it. There's a proprietary way into the way that I do things, but I teach what we call the inner circle, which is awesome. It's pretty much 90% of what you're seeing here. So technically, yes, but you will see a little bit of a different zone to it, okay? Because I got other stuff that are proprietary on my own. Okay, but I teach you how to predict the market movement and the zones and these green boxes and everything. I don't know when I'm going to be starting trading the ES again. I'm testing it for we started with the ES as a matter of fact, but the volatility into the market is just so crappy that it just we were finding ourselves recovering from losses than actually winning. So all right, guys, any other questions? We're going to be done for today. Appreciate everything you've done. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here, and we certainly want to see you as part of the membership community, and it's going to be awesome. Just give us a real honest try, and do yourself a favor. Don't jump from one thing to the other, one shiny object to the other syndrome. Just give it a shot at whatever you have, or if you're going to give us a shot, give us a real shot. and don't judge because one day we lose or the other. That's very amateur from our part. And you should really give it yourself a try on anything that you do for the first time. All right, this is they hit the reversal point. This is good for 20 ticks, hopefully. Still, smart money still down. I'm not gonna trade this, but basically we hit the 59.90. We should see the market any moment, hopefully coming into at least 20 ticks down. Let's see if we can pull this off in terms of showing to you one thing. Let's see, that would be this level. And where would 20 points would be? Hold on. Oh, there you go, right there. So 20 ticks would be, I'm gonna use this one right there. There you go. So let's see. Let me show you something. not on live trade, by the way. I'm not trading this. Just showing to you. The market hit 59.90. This is what we call the power zone. It is so amazingly good. Every time that the market touches for the first time, most likely will provide you with an opportunity of making at least 10 to 20 ticks. In this case, the 20 ticks is on the green line. 10 ticks would be halfway through this. Hold on. There you go. So let me just mark that. It would be just right there. So if prices hit 59.81 from the 91, that's a 10 tick. Let's see if it happens. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. 93, 90, boom, and that's 10 ticks from the power zone. You see that quick trade setup? Everybody saw it? I hope you did, because this is a secret trade setup that we do. So the market just reached the power zone. We expect the first visit to the power zone is a more powerful one. This is a little bit more advanced stuff. I've been doing it for quite a while. Yeah, just like the other day, Mark says. So the first visit, this is what we call a contradictory price entry. As soon as it hit, you blindly take it. The stop, it has to be on the pivot high though, pretty far away, okay? Initially, meaning if I go short, I place my stop, I will use probably this bar right there. Just roughly something higher than this point on the prior swing, which is this one, as just an emergency, which is not a big deal. And then eventually once I start seeing the market deviating from the zone, I lower my stop to a couple ticks high, and I'm risking only 2-3 ticks. Going for 10, but they will usually provide 20 ticks. Let's see if that happens while we're here. It's rare that actually they set themselves into this setup. This is awesome. For those who left, they missed it. So let's see. It already provided 10. So let's see, actually reach this 71, and that's going to provide the 20, which is what typically what it provides. It's a 20. It's 20 tick trade setup. It's a 20. ES already moved and reached the target that I predicted, which was it was 74.25 and 78.25. Those were the two that I was going for. All right, let's see. Yeah, 10 ticks. Hey, Adrian, awesome. Yeah, there you go, man. That's what I'm talking about. You see, this is what happens when you follow us for quite a while. Isn't that awesome, Adrian? Taking those power trades. Let me see if they provide that 20 tick trade setup, and then I close the trade room. Yeah, it's going to take a while. It's going to be 10 o'clock, and it's going to be in sync with the 10 o'clock reversal. The market will come back down, and once again, the targets that they were not hit today yet, it's probably going to still be hit. Smart money's to the downside. So we got 59.36, 28, and 24 still in place for today. All right. The only way for me to cancel this trade is if they break above the pivot high here of 60.03. No more trades for me. Okay. All right, guys. That's it for today. Thank you very much for being with us. I hope you